Alright, this is Ivan. Let's talk about planning. Just breathe. You'll never live this moment again. Yesterday I was reading something and it says we only live one moment at the time and we only live that moment once. So make it count. How can you make this count? By planning. Now, you know the old cliche, if you don't plan your own life, you're part of the plan of someone else's life. So here it is, a few rules of thumbs. 5 minutes of planning saves you 5 hours of work. 5 minutes of planning may save you 5 days of work. 5 minutes of planning the right direction may save you 5 years of your life. Here it is me to tell you that planning is the most essential part of your life. Most people do not plan. Yes, they do not plan and they become part of the plan of someone else, some organization, or some idea. People that do not plan their own ideas, they become part of someone else's ideas about something that has nothing to do with you. So now, let's talk about planning. How to plan, when to plan, why to plan. These are how, when, why, very, very important. I guess we say what happened if you don't plan. You know, if you don't plan, you're part of a bigger plan. Now, let's also mention that everything affects everything else. That's a good thing to know. Everything affects everything else. How this works in regards to planning. Now, if you do not plan your own life, you become part of someone else's life. They plan for you and you have zero control. And it is because everything affects everything else. How this works? Here it is. You did not plan your life. Something else affected your life without you even knowing. Why? Just because you did not plan. You did not plan your life and it affects other people. How? They see you are not planning. So they say, I have a plan for this guy. I'm going to put him to work within my organization to help me build my wealth. That's how people think. They may not tell you, but that's what they think. And some of the planners, that's what they do. Now, good planners always need good people. I'm a good planner. I'm always in need of good people. Currently, I need good people. I'm in the search of good people all day long. All day long, anybody I see a good person, I see a good guy who works in a gas station, $14 an hour, he doesn't do anything with his life. I look at him and say, that's a good guy. I go a couple of times to put gas. Now guess what's in my head? I'm thinking, how to take this guy from that miserable job and bring him within my organization, give him a little bit more money, and he works now for me. He's working for my plan. Did the guy know? No, he had no idea. He had no the slightest idea that miracles like this can happen. I can help him increase a little bit his money because my organization will pay him more money than his shitty job. But who is responsible for that guy's situation? It's not me. It's him responsible for himself because he's not planned his life. And probably he will end up working in that gas station for 40 more years, one day he will wake up and he will look around and say, what the hell is going on, man? Where my life went? Yes, that's what happened to people that have no planning skills. Now, let's talk about planning skills. Everything in this world, it's a skill. Everything, almost everything, you can learn everything. And planning, it's easy to learn. All you gotta do is start planning. When to plan and how to plan. There's a few rules here. I don't want to go ballistic with the rules, but you should be planning your day early in the morning, preferably, depending on your schedule, preferably early in the morning, when you are alone and quiet. Now, when you plan your life, understand this, you are planning your life. You are not planning your family life, you are not planning vacations, you are planning your personal life. So it needs clear mental space. Here, this has to be clear. You have to plan preferably early in the morning, before everybody wakes up, before your kids and wife and or husband, whatever you have, before they wake up. You go alone and you plan your own life. Your own life, not your family life, not the business organization life. Your own life. You plan, and then you do. Planning, it's an art form. Planning could be a mastery of your life. Those who do not fail to plan are planning to win. Did you hear that? Have you heard that? Okay, I just made this up. It's the opposite of what the standard once said. But let's repeat this one more time. Those who are good planners basically are planning to win. Those who are not planning at all are planning to fail. That's the old cliche. Those who are not planning are actually planning to fail. That's interesting to know. Now look around your life and ask yourself a good question. Look around the people in your life and ask this important question yourself. Next time you meet a new person, you should ask them this important question. What is the time that you are planning? That's a good question. What time you allocate for planning? Do you plan? How you plan? Ask him a few questions. And maybe some planner will tell you, and you may steal some of his ideas. You may adopt some of his ideas. But next time you meet a person, maybe today, just make this. You will be surprised. Because I can tell you the numbers. I know the numbers. In 100 people, you will only meet one person planning. I guarantee you that. Make your own survey. If your number is not one, now you are in a good surrounding. That's what it means. Therefore, simply said, out of 1,000 people, barely 100 people are planning their life. 1,000, maybe 1 or 1 to 10. Now you meet 10 people, and if you ask them this question, I want to ask you something. Can you tell me when you plan? And the person say, what do you mean? You say, people are planning their lives and stuff. What is the time that you are planning your life? That's the question. And you will be surprised to find out that most of the people will be perplexed. They will be like, what do you mean? I plan all the time. Like all kinds of bullshit they will tell. The big one you're gonna hear. Oh, I don't need to plan. Everything is going very well. You know, it's just going very well. Well, this is a lie. I can tell you that. If people don't plan, things cannot go very well. This only comes by planning your own life. So, next time you meet somebody, ask them this peculiar question. When is a good time to plan? Can you give me some recommendation? If you are about to teach me to plan my life, how are you going to go about it? Can you tell me a secret? Can you tell me how to plan my life? Can you give me 5 tips on planning? Can you help me out? And you will find out that these people, when you ask this series of questions, you're going to find out that these people have no clue. And then you're going to take these people and you're going to put them in that group. You're going to label it on the top. You're going to have like a mental label here. It will say, people set to failure, the losers, the future losers, future losers. You can put your wife there, you can put your kids there, you can put your father, mother, co-workers, your bosses. Guess what? You can even put your bosses there. You know, the bosses are all kinds of bosses and all types of bosses, so you should be circling in an environment with bosses who only plan. If you have a boss, well, it's good to know that this person is planning their life and their organization. Because I'll tell you what, a good news for you, if you work with organization without planning, you should, personally to you, I'm talking to you, you should immediately get out of this organization, business organization, a corporation, structure, whatever. You should get out immediately out of this organization and go to some other organization that have very strong planning. Now, if you're happy to meet a person that will tell you, well, I plan my day in the beginning of the day, I plan my week in Sunday morning, or I plan my month every 25th day of the previous month, you should be like saying to yourself, I'm gonna be hanging out with this man. Do you understand what I'm saying? If somebody tells you stuff like this, you should be immediately, what's going on? How can I be friend with you? How can I be a business associate with you? How can me and you start a new business? How can me and you get something going on? I said it simply, but if you meet this type of people, you should go in their side, not in the people that are planning to fail their life, probably their family, probably their business, probably their organization. The size does not matter. What does matter is the person that is planning or a person planning to fail. Though those that do not plan at all. Anyway, so how to plan? Well, that's important. Here I am to tell you, you have to plan by pre-planned structure, by template. All right, that's a good way of thinking. I said when to plan, preferably early in the morning. Early in the morning. How to plan? Part of the how is when it's quiet. When it's quiet, when it's silent, when it's peaceful, when you have a lot of energy in the morning, then is the best time to plan. This is part of the how. You need isolated room. A bunker, if you want, a bunker will make a good planning ground, right? Because you don't need any distraction. Because when you plan what happened in your mind, you hop this thing, okay, this, okay, when you plan what is going on in the process of planning, you catch your dreams out from the ether or universal consciousness. These are your dreams, they are out there, big, big dreams. You capture them, you put them on a piece of paper. Now, just a second. Just a second. Planning must be on paper with pen. Now, I hear you. Can I plan on my iPad, on my mic? No, that doesn't work. It works, but it's not the best way. Now, the best way to plan your life, it's a so-called personal planner or business planner. This is like a simple book like this. This is the daily log to see how your planning is going from this book to that book. And basically, that's it. You need pen and paper, as I said. Capture those big dreams, throw them here, just throw them like the toilet paper. You know the toilet paper, if you take a toilet paper ball and soak it in your big dreams. Let's say your big dreams are like a puddle of water, and you take this toilet paper ball, soak it in your dreams, and throw it in your notebook. Throw. Guess what? Some of them will stick. The one that you want to stick, you have to isolate them and pre-plan them a few times, rewrite, and magic will happen. A clarity will come to you. And they're gonna become reality. That's how simple the magic is. This is magic, people. This is magic. You take a lot of dreams from out there, from the space, you put it in the toilet paper thing, and you throw them. What does means? It means you just list them first. List them. I want to have a house for $1 million. Just put it on the list. It's called planning. You may think this is wishful thinking. No. Now, this is planning. Guess how many people will actually have the will to take the pen and to put it down on paper? Now, I will tell you a secret of the universe here. How significant is that? The minute you, let's say you have this goal, $1 million house or whatever, this is like whatever it's in your, let's say you want to be the best singer, okay, I'll give you a little bit more spiritual goal, all right, you want to be a singer, all right? The minute you take the pen and you put the first dot, as soon as you put the pen on the paper, these dreams, it's already on the way to become a reality. You know why? Because most people will bullshit themselves that they will keep their dreams in their head. This is what they told me. I've talked to a lot of people. And I told them, hey, show me your plan. And say, well, I don't know. Can I tell it to you? I say, no, don't tell me. Show me. Show me the money. Show me the goodies. Show me the Lambo. Show me the house. Don't talk to me. I don't need your talking. I need your showing, right? So I tell these people, can you talk about, let's talk about your dreams. And they start telling me what is in their head. I say, I don't want to know what is in your head. I want to see what's in your book. What is in your book, it's already in motion, because actually you took a lot of energy. This is the energy, people. This is energy. To find a pen, just to find it, big energy. Most people walk around their life with their phone and social media, and everybody in the world, everybody, like 16 years old kid is putting wisdom in 45 years old man head. That doesn't make sense, right? It does make sense to a certain extent, but come on. That's called happen. So people walking with their phones and the social media is pouring mental garbage in their mental factory. Poisoning. And then you expect healthy, prosperous, and adventurous life. Ain't gonna happen. To find the pen, to carry the pen with you, it's an energy process. To put the pen on the paper here to make the first step, and that is actually the first step of your dreams out of there becoming reality. And I'll tell you how simple is this. I know by experience, because I talk to the kids. I have like a group of like bunch of kids, all right? So I always question them, and I say, let me see your book. They say, I don't have it. Okay, forget about it. You're a bad student, all right? And they big dreams, because when they are still kids, these are about 40 to 25 years, to 28 years, to 30 years. I consider these people kids. For me, they could be very well my kids, so I try to treat them with respect, but I tell them, hey, show me your plan, show me your dreams. And they start, oh, I don't have the pen. Oh, forget about it. You don't have a pen, so how you gonna put your dreams from the ethereal space into a physical reality? You see, this is physical reality. Most of the people don't have the mental willpower to take a pen, lift it, and write it. I want a house for $1 million located anywhere you like. Could be in Hawaii, could be in Manhattan, could be in New Jersey, could be in Honolulu, could be in France, Bulgaria. Hey, if you don't have the willpower to do this simple fact, just take the pen and put your dream on the paper, how do you think your dream will ever come true? If you don't make the first step, that's the most important thing in planning. All right, that's it. Enough for today. I'll give you another one tomorrow or whenever I give it to you. This video, by the way, it's sponsored by tshirtstatement.com. See, say tshirtstatement.com. There is 100 t-shirts, 100,000 t-shirts in that website, tshirtstatement.com, with all kinds of designs, slogans, and there are some slogans about planning, believe it or not. There you have it. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you think. What do you think about planning? Do you plan your life? When did you plan your life the last time? How long it takes to plan one day? How long it takes to plan a year? How long it takes to plan your life? This is what they say. Just breathe. You'll never live this moment again. And I hope the last few moments were very insightful and very useful to you. Here we are.